Once upon a time, in a very small town in ancient Russia lived two young sisters, Olya and Nastya. Their life was so trivial, so they decided to start a big traveling. That's why they left their age for modern Russia, to see how Russian people live, behave, look like and which traditions they have. After a long traveling, they turned up in a city with strange buildings and vehicles they have never seen before. They turned up in modern Russia.
Once upon a time, my friends told me that an exchange student is a person who breaks the stereotypes. So today I'm gonna show you Russia from the other side, as it really is. What do you know about Russia? A lot of people believe in stereotypes such as all the Russians are blonde-haired.
Look at the picture of my classmates. There are only few blonde-haired people here.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no.
Foreigners believe that it's an eternal winter in Russia, and Russian people live bad because of it.
Oh no, oh no.
Winters in Russia are cold enough. But once upon a time, a famous German singer came to Russia and took his winter things, thinking that in Russia it's winter even when it's summer. But summers in Russia are not like this at all. The average summer temperature reaches about 30 degrees above zero in central Russia and more than 40 degrees in southern Russia. All the Russians are angry!
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
The reason for it is being afraid not to be liked by the person they are talking to. Be sure you will know a real cheerful Russian when he becomes closer to you. All the Russians are communists.
Oh no, oh no.
It's not true. Russians drink a lot of vodka.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no.
We prefer water actually. Bears walk through the streets in Russia. Stereotype about stereotype. Russian people think that foreigners think that bears in Russia walk through the streets. In fact, not very many people from the other countries think so.
Oh no, oh no.
What's more, I have never seen bears somewhere except zoo. Do you want to know an interesting fact about Russia? Everybody knows famous Japanese dish called sushi. Russians eat sushi more than Japanese.
The territory of the Russian Empire reached its greatest extent in 1880s, despite the sale of Alaska to the USA. It included Poland and Finland in the west and Sakhalin in the east. It stretched from the Arctic Ocean in the north to the Black Sea in the south. This large territory needed a system of communications in order to hold it together. Telegraph lines between east and west were unreliable and news traveled slowly. Communications improved with the building of the Trans-Siberian Railway, the longest railway ever. This linked Vladivostok in the east with Moscow and St. Petersburg in the west. Towns and cities grew along the railway and were now connected by improved telegraph and telephone lines, as well as by the railway itself. Nowadays, Russia is the biggest country in the world situated in Europe and Asia. It is divided into two parts of the world by the Ural Mountains. In Ural, you can see a monument to the border. The heart of Ural is Yekaterinburg city. The other main cities are Moscow, the capital of the country, and St. Petersburg, the northern capital.
Russia is an unusual country with its own history and culture. But unfortunately nowadays Russians want to look like Americans or European people, and that's why Russia has lost a lot of its traditions.
But you can still see traditional Russian cuisine. Blini or pancakes, which Russian people eat on weekend mornings or on holidays. Pelmeni are small balls of meat wrapped into dough. It's a very popular dish here in Russia. Russian people eat it very often because it's quite simple in cooking. Борщ. Tea isn't a traditional Russian drink, but Russians adore tea parties like no other do. It is mentioned by all the tourists from all over the world. Traditional dancing, music and musical instruments. Balalaika. Have you ever heard about Kalinka?
Когда радуюсь или грущу я, или когда обиды терплю, и в веселье тебя люблю я, и в несчастье тебя люблю. Даже если крепчайше сплю, все равно я тебя люблю. Говорят, будто дней круговерть настоящих чувств не тревожит. Говорят, будто только смерть навсегда погасить их сможет. Я не знаю последнего дня, но без громких скажу речей. Смерть, конечно, сильнее меня, но любви моей не сильней.
Russia is a reading and writing country. Poems of Pushkin, novels of Tolstoy and Lermontov constitute great heritage in Russian and world literature.
Thanks to their talent, many Russian writers have become famous all over the world.
For example, Alexander Sergeyevich Pushkin, a well-known Russian writer. Russian people love him. Russian people remember him. So that's why in every big city you can see either Pushkina Street or monuments.
Pushkin – это наше все. Pushkin is our everything. This statement is about famous Russian writer Alexander Sergeyevich Pushkin. Here in Literature Quartier you can see the monument in his honor. His posture portrays sons of inspiration. Some people call it karate or Pushkin on a skateboard. Pushkin is a great part of Russian history.
Russians, Ukrainians, Tatars, more than 200 nationalities live on the one big territory. Russia is a multinational and multi-confessional country. Well, in this way, while my grandmother is Ukrainian, the second is Belarus and grandfathers are Russian. But we have never had problems because of it. We don't have any new conflicts and wars, cause all we live in one world.
What else does surprise foreigners in Russia? Snow, marshrutki and kopniki. But forget about it.
In the life